Alright guys, it is Saturday after work. It was a very, very long day and has been a very, very long 3 weeks of working 6 days a week. So I'm going camping. I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea what I'm going to eat for dinner. I know for sure I'm stopping to get some beers. And we'll figure it out. I know I've been talking a lot about the Florida Adventure Trail, and I've already done a little small segment of it just to kind of see if it's something that I can do or this vehicle can do. Now obviously I'm in the Lexus and it always stays packed with stuff ready to go. I just had to throw my clothes in. I've got some stuff up here. Obviously I grabbed the camera equipment and all of that. So super easy to go on a quick adventure and not even know where I'm going, but everything stays packed. Our quick deploy system. So I think I'm going to hit the very southern part of the Florida Adventure Trail near the Withlacoochee State Forest and kind of make up my mind on the way there where I'm going to camp. Now, it's about an hour away, so I'm going to stop, hit a grocery store, and get food, beer, snacks, etc., etc. So, let's get after it, guys. See you on the trail. Well, I'm here. It's just a quick little campsite right here at the entrance of the Florida Adventure Trail. So let me show you guys around. Maybe. There we go. It is a little bit messy from the last person that used this campsite. I will go ahead and get that stuff cleaned up. Little trash can here with some trash around. Big fire pit. Some wood. Trying to get this cleaned up. I'm not going to use the trash can. I will bag all this stuff up and then take it with me. But there is the campsite, and right out here last time I came through here, all of this was taken up. Right across over there was a bunch of campsites and stuff, and I'm headed down that way tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get camp set up. And just like that, 10 minutes later, camp is all set up. She's good to go. All right, it is time to grab a beer, get a fire started, and get some of this trash picked up. Again, I'm going to get it all picked up and drop it in the trash can, but when I leave tomorrow morning, I'm going to go ahead and take it with me. But let's take a peek at the sunset here. It's absolutely beautiful out here. The only thing not beautiful is all that trash. Over here, let's get this trash picked up. Let's get a beer in my hand. Let's get a fire started. And let's get to relaxing. And I just noticed that I don't have my chair in here. Boo. Oh well. I'm gonna have to get a nice little table that packs down and a chair that packs down better. So first things first, let's grab a beer. Cheers, guys. They're not a sponsor. Cheers, guys. It has been a very, very long 3 weeks, but this is what I enjoy doing. Impromptu. Again, didn't really decide to go camping until yesterday. And right after work, again, everything's already packed up in the Lexus, so we can haul butt whenever we want. So, cheers, guys. I'm gonna get drinking, cleaning. I need to roll the windows up on the SUV and get some bug spray on. It's about to get brutal. Whew, that's much needed. Damn. Let's get some wood chopped up. Mucho better-o. This is what I needed for sure. I'm trying to see how hot these are, and I can burn my mouth with liquid molten cheddar. Oh, the perfect temperature. Again, not a fancy dinner, but it'll do the job. I'm sure you guys can hear all my mouth noises as I'm eating. Ready? Asthma. Man, this is the life. Alright, I'm done. Campsite's all picked up now. I got all the trash taken care of. Cooked up some dinner. Now it's time to relax and just hang out. Not do much of anything. Eat some dinner, enjoy the sunset. So check it out. Hopefully the camera does this some sort of justice. Good morning. It's time to get up and it's time to get some coffee. See some wildlife. Woke up at about 2 o'clock this morning. Couldn't get back to bed. But all in all, it's not bad. A little sleep. Not bad at all. Laying in bed too much makes my back hurt, so I gotta get up and get some coffee, get some breakfast going. Stretch. Let's go. Let's go. The handles on my cup. This is going to be incredibly hot. I get foggy. It's kind of chilly out here. Very hot and very strong coffee. That spoon will probably stand up straight in that stuff. Good Lord. Thin it down and cool it off. Coffee's, woo! That'll wake you up. Jesus. Excuse me. I think I went a little heavy on the coffee part. Hello. Didn't realize it was trying to track my face as I was walking around the side of the car. Well, we're about ready to hit the road. Get on Florida Adventure Trail right here. Relax, see some new stuff. Hopefully this being out early this morning, we can see some wildlife. I've got the GoPro facing forward with a memory card in it recording, so should be good. But finish drinking this coffee and we're gonna get on the road. I don't even know what time it is. 7:30. Not bad. Not bad at all. Whew. All right, let's go. Let's pack it up. Hurry up, come on. Last time I was out here, there was a ton of trash, and it was during hunting season. And when I say by a ton of trash, I'm talking about a serious amount of trash at Crossroads. And it looked like that's where everybody was kind of hanging out drinking. And they had no problem leaving all of their aluminum cans and trash all over the place. So hopefully it's not like that. Hopefully it's not as dirty, not as littered. That campsite that I stayed at last night was pretty bad with trash, and that's something I just don't get. When you're coming out into nature and enjoying yourself, let's just make sure we clean up after ourselves. It's the least we can do, the very least we can do. I try to keep trash bags with me. I had cleaned up the campsite last night, and I got about 7 gallons of trash, so half of a 13-gallon bag. So pretty serious for a small campsite like where I was at last night. And again, I don't get it. I don't get the thought process behind leaving your trash behind. But, you know, if you try to rationalize the unrational, then you'll drive yourself crazy, I suppose. Now, the road that I'm on is South Grade Road here in the Withlacoochee State Forest. And at one time, it looks like it was asphalt, like a pretty decent asphalt road. It's deteriorated, you know, to a point, but it's not horrible to drive on. Again, I'm in the Lexus RX 350 2010. It's just my daily on street tires, and I was able to navigate this entire part plus another part very, very easily. Florida Adventure Trail isn't something that you have to have some massive built-out rig to enjoy yourself. This is something that, you know, if you enjoy road trips and side quests and stuff like that, you could very easily make a week out of it. I know that typically becomes some sort of misconception. You know, to do outdoors overlanding things, you have to have some sort of massive built-out rig. On this particular instance, you don't, which I thought was really cool. And the creator of the Florida Adventure Trail, Mr. John Burkmeyer, he did a very, very good job, in my opinion, on mixing it up. So far, compared to last time, I don't see very much trash. I remember last time when I first got past that, where I camped last night was packed full of people last time I was here. So there's hardly anybody here. Actually, there was nobody here camping where I was. And I'm not sure if you can camp there. It did say dispersed camping. I was dispersed. I'm going to have to look and see if there was a fee that I was supposed to pay. If there was, I will immediately send it over to whoever manages this property. I'll get that payment to them. But when I came here the first time, it was packed full of people, and the first half mile of the road had trash all over it. I tried to pick up as much as I could last time, but I had already filled up a trash bag. And so far so good. It doesn't look like there's a ton of trash. There's some, but my map went off. So when I'm running the map, you purchase the Florida Adventure Trail off of Sunshine State Adventure Company, something along those lines. You can purchase all of the maps, and there are many maps. You got the Panhandle, you got the Florida Adventure Trail, and now you got the SOFAT, the South Florida Adventure Trail. And altogether, it's about 1,200 miles worth of overlanding fun stuff. But I've got all of those files. Oh, it says no camping or overnight parking. Oops, my bad. Sorry. So, anyway, I've got the Florida Adventure Trail files loaded into Gaia Maps. It's just what I prefer to use. It's super easy to use. Nothing too crazy. It's not complicated. It was very easy to grab the file, open with, choose that app, and boom, you've got the entire Florida Adventure Trail on your phone. So I've got that loaded up, just kind of following it. This reminds me, I need to get an ND filter for the GoPros, because I'm looking at the GoPro footage going out the front windshield and you can't see anything headed east into the sunrise. Probably because of my dirty windshield too. As you're cruising down this main trail here, there are all kinds of left and right pull-offs. So you could have, I mean, what I'm doing, you don't have to have a built-out rig, but if that's the way you choose, then there's definitely trails out here for you. I keep seeing these pull-offs, fairly flat, fairly large as well, and they're packed full of crates on pallets. Now, I have no idea what that is, so if you know what that is, you let me know. Let me know down in the comments. I don't know what it is. It looks like it could be beehives or just equipment that's been stacked up for hunting season. I don't know. But I've seen 5 or 6 of them now. They look like small gravel parking lots. And it's wooden crates stacked on top of each other on pallets. That was a little bit weird. I don't remember seeing that last time, but I could be mistaken. But yeah, if you know what they are, let me know in the comments, because I'm curious about things like that. Right, so we are coming to what appears to be the wildlife management boundary right now, and it goes into dirt road. So yeah, this is definitely dirt. And it wiggles around here. Oh, it's power line. Okay. Definitely went from asphalt to sand, which I don't mind because it's hard packed, and 2, oh, that's a big old mud hole right there. 2, not a lot of people know that the Toyota RAV4 and the Lexus RX 350 of this year, about 2010, they came all-wheel drive with a center locker. Now, not in the function of like a serious off-roading rig like a Jeep or something like that, or a Land Cruiser or whatnot, but yes, it does have a functional center locker, which I've never had to use, but if I do get in a sticky situation, you know, we can certainly lock everything in and send it. But this is definitely different. Get back on the phone here. Yeah. So we're kind of wiggling around. And this still says logging road, and it comes out somewhere else. So we're gonna ride it to the end. Still plenty of traction, but this is all sand now, and it's a bit whoopy. It's come to my attention that the sway bar end links need to be replaced, along with the sway bar bushings. They're a little bit rattly. Alright guys, at this point in the video I had made it to the end of Logging Road, which at the very end of Logging Road is the Van Fleet State Trail, which I want to go back. It's a biking trail. I now have my bike, and I think I can connect the Van Fleet State Trail to another trail and have like 70 miles of nothing but biking path. So when you catch me going back onto the sand and then taking a left, that actually ended up at Prospect Ranch, which is a completely separate video. Again, this is my second attempt at the Florida Adventure Trail, and I got sidetracked again, which is okay because the Withlacoochee State Forest and the Green Swamp East Tract, it has so much history and there's so much to do in there. I recommend you spend about maybe a day or 2 days to just explore. I had a good time. You don't necessarily have to do power line because I don't think I was supposed to be on that trail, but nonetheless, I didn't get stuck. I had a good time, and let's jump back into the video. Alright guys, I think that about does it for this episode. The Withlacoochee State Forest and the Green Swamp East Tract. I drove all of the grade roads. I tried to getting in between two. Not possible. They're separated by locked gates and barbed wire. So you have to visit each one individually, which is totally cool. But wasted about 4 hours. No, I shouldn't say wasted. Spent about 4 hours trying to figure out how to get to the cemetery when I finally realized that I need to go head back south and go into the main entrance for the Green Swamp East Tract. So, visited a couple really historic places and really enjoyed that. So, we are going to wrap it up. If you guys happen to know any of the historic areas or markers here in the Withlacoochee State Forest area or the Green Swamp area, please drop them in the comments. I would absolutely love to come and check those out. I love history. I love all of the things that has to do with that, and the old towns and the logging history and stuff, and the train history as well. So it is 5:30. It's about an hour and a half back to the house. Get ready for work tomorrow and do it all over again. So without further ado, guys, make sure you're on the right trail, unlike me today. See you guys next time.